Ladies and gentlemen, aviation enthusiasts and curious minds alike, welcome to the thrilling mini-series that will take you soaring through the skies called What Makes This Plane Great? In this episode, we're going to be talking about the British four-engine flying boat patrol bomber, the short Sunderland. So, what makes this large and slow-flying boat great? Well, it proved to be one of the most important British aircraft and flying boats of the war, with one of the main great things about the Sunderland being that it was very deadly against the German U-boats, which were an absolute nightmare for Allied shipping. Despite not having as great a range as the B-24 Liberator, it went on to become the deadly U-boat hunter we desperately needed, whether it was via patrol missions or protecting shipping convoys. Not only did the Sunderland have great range, fly long patrols over the sea with the crew living inside, the Sunderland was also an aircraft that could be fitted with a range of equipment and other stuff. In terms of weapons, it carried aerial mines, bombs and depth charges. However, when it came to its guns, the Sunderland was known as the Flying Porcupine due to the amount of machine guns it was fitted with. And one Sunderland, despite suffering major damage to the plane itself and its crew, managed to warn off 6 or 8 Ju-88s, shooting a couple down in the process. Of course, with the missions Sunderlands took part in, they would be fitted with things like the Lee searchlight and different air-to-surface vessel radar units. With the Sunderland crews flying long missions, and sometimes living in the plane, the lower deck had a wardroom, a galley with a couple of primer stoves, a few bunks, a flush toilet, and even an anchoring winch and a small repair shop. The crews would collect their own dishes and utensils, etc., and they would add curtains to the small wardrobe, and of course they would install a portable radio. With the Sunderland being the large aircraft it was, and serving in World War II from start to finish, it went on to be used for a number of different roles. As well as shipping and submarine missions, Sunderlands were used for reconnaissance missions, with one example being in the Mediterranean theatre, where a Sunderland performed a reconnaissance mission to observe the Italian fleet in Taranto before the famous Battle of Taranto. Sunderland also performed evacuation missions, with the main example of this being during the German invasion of Crete in 1941, and Sunderlands were also used for logistical support and search and rescue missions. The last great thing I'll say about the Sunderland is that they were still widely used after World War II. They were used in both the Korean War and in the Berlin airlift, and some were converted for civilian use and used in airline operations decades after World War II. And that's it for this thrilling journey through the skies. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date with my aviation content, etc. Check out the 2 videos at the end, or my CD reviews, or even the playlist I've created. Cheers.